What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2Y checking in once again. Tony Digital bringing back another 4K visual, back with another banger today, guys, on a very special vid, man. Um, you see the title, bro. You see what it says. Like, I wanted to kind of like talk to you guys, break it down to you, to y'all out there that may have questions about it or whatnot. But yeah, I thought I didn't have it, but I had it. And it's gonna sound weird because a lot of this story, the story I'm about to tell you, is weird in itself. To this day, I'm still like weirded out on what the hell's going on. But I almost want to say almost it's been a week now. I was sleep. We sleep with the AC and the fan running. I've been sleeping like that for about 2, 3 years here now. And I woke up with a sore throat. And I was like, damn, okay, maybe because I slept with the fan on, but I'm like, I've been sleeping with the fan on, but yeah, it's whatever. And it really even started before that. I started like having like this like post nasal drip and mucus like in my throat, like that I couldn't get out. Then the sore throat came, loaded up on halls, got tons of halls. My tonsils were burning, and at that point I thought I had strep throat or strep throat was coming. I've had strep throat about 5, 6, 7 times now, some form, whether bacterial or viral. I've had tonsillitis, sinusitis. I have a lot of issues with my tonsils. I should have been gotten them removed when I was a little kid. They swell up very easily. They're very hyperactive, but I haven't. And when you get like strep or tonsillitis, your tonsils swell up. You have fever, chills. You have aches and stuff in your body, and your tonsils is hurt. And that's kind of what I was feeling at the time. And then it went from that to like a random headache came out of nowhere that was hurting, and then a cough, and then for like the next couple of days, I was getting like a burning sensation right here in my sinuses and all this headache, cough, and then I started developing like a sneezing, and I still kind of got that now. Right now, you can hear I'm congested. My hearing is kind of out because I'm so congested. Like my hearing seems muffled. Like I'm in my head cloudy, and I was just getting very sick. Nicole wasn't sick at all, so I'm like, maybe I might got it. And she's like, you ain't got it, you ain't got it. I'm like, babe, I might got it. So I went and got those two at home tests that I took. Took two of those. Both of those were negative. That's when I made my video following up with you guys, telling you guys that I'm sick, but I'm okay. Because at that point, I was at the climax, but I was heading down. You know what I'm saying? I've already like gotten the worst. Like the worst part was having a fever, sweating a little bit, burning sinuses, headache, cough, and that sneezing. And then the tonsils kind of went away. Like that was one of the first things to go away. I never lost my sense of smell or taste. And yeah, I never lost that. And I now I would say it was starting there, but I ain't gonna lie, now what's coming a little bit more and more is a shortness of breath. Now, the shortness of breath that I've been feeling, like I felt it today, it seems like when I'm trying to do a lot. So for instance, we had groceries delivered today, and it was delivered to the wrong house. So I called my neighbor, told him like, hey, I'm about to go pick the groceries up, letting them know I'm sick, please don't come out. So I went over there, grabbed all the groceries, and I'm talking on the phone. And as I'm talking on the phone, I'm walking, carrying groceries, and then I'm walking up steps and all that. And then doing talking and walking, I could feel like a shortness of breath where I had to catch my breath and stuff like that. Like I just walked up these 3 flights of steps right now. I feel kind of fine. But I feel like if I'm on the phone walking up steps and or exercising, like it's a lot, I definitely can notice a difference or a catching. I need to catch my breath. I need to. So I'm starting to notice that a lot now. And I heard that that can stay around for a very long time, which I'm not a fan of because, I mean, I'm trying to get in the gym and work out and do running and stuff. So hopefully that goes away soon. But I know I've heard people talk about those symptoms a lot. But anyways, two negative tests. Moving forward after that, I had to go to Miami. You know what I'm saying, to do that Fresh and Fit podcast. And I did not want. And at the same time, I had to also go to a sneaker event. Or I was gonna go to like the sneaker event that was in Miami on Saturday. I was like, bro, I can't like go. I need to like go to the actual doctor and get a legitimate test. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I would feel horrible going and then later finding out I have COVID and I got people sick. So what I did, we went to the doctor the next day, got another test, a rapid test done, and I told them everything was going on, all the symptoms and all that, and they told me like, okay, we'll do this, and if anything, you might want to do one more test before you go to Miami if you are negative. I'm like, all right, that's fine. So we do the test. Results come back. They come in. They say, hey, so you had all the symptoms, right? Like you had the sneezing cough. They asked me like, yeah, I had this, and this. Had a fever and all that. She's like, okay, well, you're negative again. And I'm like, okay, so like, what the hell's going on? She said, well, Nicole, she's positive. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So Nicole was positive for COVID. I was negative for COVID on 3 tests again. She said you're more than likely a false negative, and that you might want to take a PRC. I think it's the PRC one they send off to the lab test before you go to. Both of you guys want to take another one before you guys go to Vegas. Make sure you're good. Nicole has had no symptoms whatsoever, even asymptomatic, and this is a disease. I wanted to tell you guys that like it's different for everybody. I have a homeboy who does lifting. He's in the military, strong as hell. He was in the hospital, laying on his stomach, having pneumonia with the COVID and all that. Me, I'm just a normal, average guy that needs to go to the gym and lives his life. I would say mild, pretty near severe, but not even severe, like high above average mild. Where like I was if my fever was to go a couple more degrees up, maybe one more or two, I would have said let's go to the hospital because I'm at 102. My highest was 101. She had nothing. She has not had anything yet. We're waiting to see if any symptoms develop. I'm getting married next month too, so like all this is horrible. We have Vegas, which is our bachelor and bachelorette party this upcoming weekend. So like the timing, I live, guys, and I always make this joke to some of y'all. I had the worst, perfect, bad timing. Whenever you hear me say that, just understand that it's like that. Like Nicole has had 5 COVID tests, 5 of them before we even got sick, because she has to go get like facials and pedicures and all, and they require you to take these tests. So she's been doing tests for months now, all negative, all negative, all negative. And then finally, I get sick. I'm negative, but then she's positive. So they told me to take that PRC test. That was my first test too, ever at the doctor. That shit, boy, I did not like that. It's like it hurts, but even more, it's like a tickle, it's like a tickle that you can't get. You have to sit through, and it's weird because it is, I don't know. But also I was congested, so my shit was tight. So they were trying to squeeze a goddamn, no sexual, yeah, like a my nose was like a virgin, bro. Basically, it was. I ain't never had nothing up that damn deep. So Nicole has no symptoms. She was positive. I was negative. And we're not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you. We kind of suspect that there's a possibility that they might have had our things swapped on accident, maybe. I don't know, because it just doesn't make sense. However, there are people that are asymptomatic, so none of this could be weird. But for the thing is that how am I negative on all these tests and she's positive, but I have the symptoms and she don't? Why am I not positive? Why am I not showing up positive? This is weird. So then yesterday, she went and got the at-home test, did the same at-home test that I did, and was negative on that. I did it as well. I was also negative. Then she went to CVS that same exact day. She went to CVS, did the CVS PCR or PRC test, the one they sent off to the lab, and then she grabbed the at-home one. So we're waiting on the results from that to come in to see what do a lab test to see how it is, because we got to do these tests before we go to Vegas to make sure we're both good. I've been sick for about a week now. You know what I'm saying? I can't even remember but yeah, I've been sick for about a week. So, she should have gotten sick, or like to suspect that Nicole's gonna be getting sick soon. She should have probably been gotten sick by now already, or showed those symptoms already now, but she didn't. And like I said, bro, this disease is different. It works on, I know people. I'm not lying. It's weird, but it seems like the bigger, stronger people sometimes are the ones that get sick, and the people like Nicole, little old Nicole, 5 foot Nicole, they ain't got no symptoms, nothing. She just knocked it out. While someone like, my homie that's swollen big and a big guy and all that, he's in the hospital, almost they try to put a ventilator in him and all that, like stuff it down his throat. Then me, this like I'm just like cough, sick. I've experienced what I experienced felt like what I've experienced my whole life dealing with strep throat, but it's longer because strep I'll be dead for like 3 days, 4 days, and then on the fifth day I'll just be like, hey, I'm ready to go. Right now, I'm good, but I'm still got these little lingerers. So like the stuffy nose is still lingering, the like in the throat is still lingering. The right now, like I feel kind of hot right now, still lingering. My ears are kind of muffled, still lingering, and a little bit of fatigue is still lingering. And then like I said recently, that shortness of breath um is kind of lingering around. And it's like, I said, like, if you were to call me on the phone and I'm at the bottom of my stairs and I'm on the phone talking to you, walking, by the time I get to this top floor, like I'm gonna be breathing and trying to catch my breath and talk to you still. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like excelling, it's like stuff like that I'm noticing more and more now. So, and like I said, I heard that these things can stay for months. Somebody said that it's been a year since they got it and they still are dealing with stuff like that. So I just hope that it is what it is. Um I'm gonna tell you guys now, 'cause a lot of you guys was asking, like, did I get vaccinated and all that? No, I did not get vaccinated. Did I plan on getting vaccinated? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And a lot of people were kind of mean, and I mean, not even say mean, because people have the right to their own opinion. But I feel like as people as well, we have the right to research and see how the effects are instead of just jumping out and grabbing it. So that's one reason why I didn't get vaccinated. But at the same time, I stayed home. I didn't go to out and about in events. I always wore a mask. So whenever I was around people, I followed the same precautions that I've been following for the past year now. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm just out here moving selfishly and not, doing this and that and walking around. Like, no, we were wearing our masks. We've been wearing our masks. We have the K95s, which are some of the best masks, not just the surgical ones. Social distancing as much as possible. We recently just went to the movies for the first time in over a year. And after that, we haven't even been back to the movies since. We've been just really at home. So we've been following safety precautions as much as possible. And one of the reasons why we kind of just slowed down a little bit for taking our time to look and see where we want to get vaccinated is by who we want to get vaccinated by, because we've had friends in the medical field that have taken it, and some women have missed their periods, been unable to give birth and stuff. So we want to have kids and stuff. Like, we're just trying to make sure we do our research before we jump into it. But her parents have gotten vaccinated. I have had several friends, bulls got vaccinated as well recently. So we're going to be looking into that next. I need to just figure out, how do I need to go about it since we both have had it. Do we need to wait a little bit? So it's something we're definitely going to look into Moderna and Pfizer, the Pfizer one. I think the Johnson and Johnson. I don't know if that one's been approved yet, but I'm just trying to do my research that I feel comfortable, she feels comfortable, because we just don't want nothing else to happen. Like, I don't want to take it and then freak out and then something. I got bad anxiety about stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to take it, definitely want to take it, and definitely want to follow it. But at the same time, even when I do take it, I'm still going to follow the same procedures with the mask and the social distancing, because at the end of the day, those vaccines that are being taken now, you're going to have to take them again next year. A vaccine is not like a one stop shop. One stop shop. You're going to have to continue to take it. So we're going to have to take this again. We're going to have to take this in next year. We're going to have to take it. It's like a flu shot. It's annual. I think that they say that the flu shots really last 2 years, but they recommend it once a year. So this is going to be a new thing in life where we're going to have to be taking these every single year. Every single year, too, the vaccine should be like, they should learn new things about it, so the next vaccine is better, because there'll be new variants and stuff like that as well. But that's just something also to think about. To people out there that have been vaccinated, they're going to have to take that again. And when you get a vaccine, they put little bits of the virus in the vaccine to kind of get you, get your body and immune system up. So that's another thing that I got to think about as well, is that since I've had it, built up those antibodies, Nicole has built up those antibodies. I wonder how, how I should go about with that vaccine. Like, should I wait a little bit? Because I don't know. I gotta do my research, and I'm gonna ask some actual doctors as well, like what they recommend, and then go with that probably within a week or 2 weeks, depending on how long they tell me I need to wait. 'Cause I don't want to do it now. I'm sick and then get even more sick. I don't know how this will react to my body, but um, I'm not a medical professional. Please don't be in the chat being a medical professional, because Everybody's gonna tell you what they need to do. Really, in the end of the day, go get tested. If you trust in the vaccine and you feel comfortable taking the vaccine, go get that. And if you don't feel comfortable, I'm not gonna tell you to go do it. I'm gonna tell you just to follow the social distancing precautions and do what you feel is best. Do as much research as possible because I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been skeptical about it. People are not gonna like that probably. That I'm saying that, but I just been wanting to make sure that I'm being careful. And even if that's me not going out, if it's the fact that like you don't need to go outside because you ain't got the vaccine, I'll stay inside and wait and try to find out as much as possible. And that's what we've pretty much been doing already. So we haven't been out and about. I don't know where I could have got it from, but to each his own. We've had a lot of another thing is we have had a lot of family members that have had it, that have came around, and apparently, if you have it and you've already had it done, like it came and went, you can also get like the DNA sheds and it's so many things that are myths, people word of mouth spreading, and facts. And it's like I'm trying to gather all that at the end of the day and do the best thing possible for me and Nicole. But I made this statement to Nicole maybe like a month ago. I said this disease is gonna spread to the point where everybody's gonna eventually get like there's no way to eliminate the virus at this point. It's a pandemic, it's spread worldwide. It's a disease that's gonna be around for a long time. All they can do is control it, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be one of those diseases that like we're gonna have to be dodging and ducking and trying to avoid for the rest of our lives and eventually I feel like me personally, I feel like majority of us are gonna get it. Hopefully by the time people that get it, we have the vaccine that has prepared our bodies enough for it that when we get it, we knock it out. Kind of like with me when I had chickenpox, it wasn't that severe because I had the vaccine. So I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get the importance of vaccines. I just was taking my time on choosing which one to get. So feel free to leave comments down below on recommendations of that. Because definitely within the next month, whenever the doctor says, I'm going to go get that vaccine. Even though I got it and it wasn't as bad, I'm just going to do what I got to do for the greater good. I'm going to recommend people around me, each his own. Feel free to leave your comments down below. But I'm feeling better now. Take this disease seriously because how one person deals with it is definitely not how the next. And I learned that. And just because you negative, don't mean you negative. Just because you positive, don't mean you gonna show symptoms. Nicole, if Nicole would have never took that test and was relying only on mine, like I don't need. Like, that's one thing I thought too with Nicole. I was like, well, shit, if Nicole's negative, I'm negative. It is what it is. Well, I'm negative. Nicole's positive. Nicole's showing no symptoms. So if Nicole was just, if we was to go to Vegas, depending on my test, me being sick, but I'm negative now, and now I'm feeling better, Nicole would be like, oh, let's go then. We're good. Like you're good. I'm good. Let's go. And Nicole's sitting here positive and spreading it and not even knowing. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that definitely just go get tested, bro. Even if you're feeling good, go get tested. That's one thing I'm with. Like get tested, bro. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Videos coming soon. Stay tuned on that. And yeah, man, I will be getting vaccinated. Don't worry. But make sure you guys are just doing research. There's a lot of stories and a lot of stuff floating around that I feel like that it's hard to tell what's real and what's fact, man. It is what it is. I'm gonna be 100. I love y'all though. I feel better, bro. And videos coming soon. Like I'm already doing videos on my main channel, videos on the 2 Wild Live. Go join 2 Wild Live. And yeah, I'm out. Peace. Love y'all.